This is Tom with the Crypto Crew. Today we're talking to Terry Roark. He had a Bigfoot sighting on Saturday, September the 28th. Terry, what was you doing?
Just walking up a road and I just kind of looked up to there and there's something just black looking walked out of them bushes down there and just trotted across the road and went up in the mountains trotting like crazy up a hill flying.
What color was it?
Solid black.
Solid black. Did you get to see its face?
It looked kind of like a monkey.
Kind of like a monkey.
Like Lord, your daddy is telling me.
About how tall would you guess it to be?
It looked like 6 foot tall, right? Close.
At least tall as me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost 6'4", so.
It's pretty big.
And was it moving pretty fast across the road?
It come out of them bushes and stood in front of that tree down there. And it stood there a few seconds and then started humping over and trotting across with its arms swinging.
Huh.
It's funny looking.
Well, was it
no person or a bear or nothing either.
Well, I'm sure. I know we do have bears in this area, but
there wasn't no bear.
no, you would recognize a bear.
Bears don't have big long arms and it's black looking, furry looking.
Did you get a good look at its side and its legs and things like that?
It had feet.
Like a person?
Like a person, yeah.
Did you say you seen its face at all?
Yeah, it's like kind of like a monkey and it's like a gorilla's body. Yeah.
Did you get to see its teeth or anything like that?
No, I didn't see that.
Wasn't that close? About how close you think you might have been to it?
Oh, about like from here to Oak's house.
So that's maybe about what, 40 yards?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, did it scare you?
It shocked me, really.
Shocked
you? I said, what the heck is that?
Well, as you know, I went down there and looked around, and the ground's real hard, and I couldn't really find no kind of tracks or anything. But there'd been other reports in that area.
Yeah. Well, can I tell about the one I seen?
I was going to get. And you had also told me that you had seen
the one I seen the other day.
You'd seen a Bigfoot about 6 years ago or something.
6.5 years ago. It's March of 2006.
March of 2006.
Yeah, I was walking down the railroad up there. Have little chick herds there.
Which is about maybe a mile up the road.
Yeah. And it's coming up a creek, it's sloshing. And I looked over and I got closest it from here to that there freezer. I was right in front of it.
Oh, you was
close.
monstrous
Looking too. Scared.
How big was it?
Bigger, taller than that freezer there.
So it was probably 7-8 foot tall.
It flew up that hill fine. I know that. It scared it.
And
Scared me too. I jumped back.
It was in the creek.
It was in the creek, coming up, sloshing in the water. Yeah.
Do you think maybe it was just washing itself, or was it trying to maybe catch a fish?
I don't know. It run up that hill. That's how it's eating me. That scared me about it. I froze.
Was it the same color as this one you seen
yesterday?
It
was black.
But it wasn't the same one because it was bigger.
It's bigger, yeah.
So that means at least there's two right here in this general area.
Okay. It must be.
Well, I know I was telling some people that you didn't even know I did Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you'd call my dad because you and Dad, you need to go over and pray with him, stuff like that. But people don't understand when you see something like that. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it kind of I froze. It shocked me.
At that,
well, what the heck is that? You know?
At that time when you seen that, there wasn't no cars or nothing going across the road.
The dogs barking down there.
Dogs barking.
At least them purries there. Yeah.
Well, I guess are you going to keep walking that direction?
Yeah, good Lord's willing. I didn't see nothing yesterday.
Are you going to take a camera?
I don't got there.
Well, Terry, I thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. If you see anything else, you let me know.
Yeah, now, could I put about over at Smith there? Over at Martin's Fork, they call it, Smith, across the mountain over in Harlan County.
Where the lake's at, right?
Where the Martin's Fork Lake's out there. They people sighted about, right, my brother said that well, Harlan said they seen one a couple of months ago. Well, just like I said.
Well, now, where my dad seen that one and where I've been investigating, that's the general area.
Yeah.
That I've been in. That was my neighbor, Terry Roark, and I'm gonna give you just a little bit of background on him. He's kind of in a hurry. Him and his brother live across from me. I've known him my whole life. every day, usually the morning of the evening, they take about a 2-mile walk. Either they go down the road or they go up the road. And they've been doing this, I don't know, gosh, a long time. And they do it for health reasons, things like that. And when he seen this Bigfoot, it was September the 28th, 2013, at approximately 11 a.m. in the morning. And I was on scene within the hour and done a preliminary look around, but my batteries was dead in my camera. So I come back home and charged my camera batteries up, and I went back and done a real good investigation into the area in the creek, both sides of the creek, and I didn't really find a whole lot, but the ground is so hard in there. But Terry's a real credible person. He's a church person. He prays. He's been praying for a long time. And, it's just amazing that a Bigfoot's this close. This was in really with less than a half a mile right from my house. And there's been other reports, years gone by in this area, but going back to this sighting he had 6.5 years ago, I know where he's talking about. He used to get out and get junk, sell scrap iron, scrap metal. And I've been in that area before getting junk out of the creek, out of the waterways. And it's kind of isolated and desolate in there. And I was just talking to him outside as he was leaving. He told me he used to go there to go into the mountains and pray at ways, was kind of alone. And that's something that a lot of people do around here. They go, not as much as they used to. They go to the mountain and pray. And he said he got real close to that Bigfoot. And he's talking about here to the freezer. I'm talking about maybe 20 feet, 25 feet. And I'm sure that was very scary. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on that and what how he's walking up and down the road. They do it for health reasons and exercise. And been doing it for many years. Good people. No way would I believe that he made up his story. There's just no way. I've known him too long. He didn't even know I did Bigfoot stuff. But it's been a good sighting. I'm gonna keep a check on the area because it's so close. I may even take my night vision headgear and go down through at night or early in the morning or something, look through the mountains. But thank you all for watching. This is Tom with the Crypto Crew. Okay guys, I'm on the scene of a hot Bigfoot sighting. The Bigfoot across the road in front of my neighbor, he does a morning walk every morning at about 11 o'clock. Within 30 minutes to an hour I was down at the scene, but my batteries in my camera were dead. So I went back home and I've charged my batteries up and I'm looking for tracks now, and I'm fixing to hit the mountains. It had to cross this creek because there's just a very small amount of woods between the creek and the road. So it had to come from this way. So I'm going to look around for tracks, and then I'm gonna hit the mountains here. You see it behind me, and see what I can find. He said this Bigfoot was dark, about 6 or 7 foot tall. Just kind of jogged across the road, and he was within probably 35-40 yards of it. There's quite a bit of like walnuts and deer tracks and things like that that it could possibly eat on. But the odd part of the story is that there was a black helicopter in the area this morning at 8 o'clock, and then at around about the time the Bigfoot was seen. I don't know if it plays anything to do with it, or if they was just looking for marijuana patches and things like that. But I'm gonna look around some. If I find anything, I'll make sure I film it. Just filming the area a little bit. I've not found anything, just other than maybe some game trails. Probably from a deer or something like that. I do know there's a bear in this area. He's been seen stealing some dog food and stealing some garbage out of a garbage bin. So I prefer not to run on him. I believe I'd run on Bigfoot. Just wanted to film this. I don't know. Looks like just an old deadfall, but I seen one piece of it. It looked like it was a fresh break. I don't know. I'm gonna go over there and poke around and look. Now this could be nothing, but it looks like something's broken. It is actually it's a tree growing out of the ground. Something broke it. I don't know exactly what. And right there looks like it's been maybe chewed on or something. I don't know. It may not be nothing, but I wanted to document it just in case. I'm hearing a few little strange noises, but it could just be stuff falling from trees. The ground is pretty hard in here. I seen one thing, it might have been a track, but you really couldn't, didn't even film it. But I don't know, you can look around a little bit. Who knows, maybe it's there watching me now, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna trek on a little bit. I found this little stream that runs down through here. I don't know if you can see it there. Looks like there's maybe a dog track. Oh, here comes something through the woods. I don't know what that is. It looks like a cat. It looked like a cat. There's something else. I don't know what that is. I don't know. There was two animals there. I don't exactly know what they were. One of them kind of looked like a cat. The other one, I don't know. That's unreal. I snuck right up on them. Anyways, I'll check that out just in a second. I was going to show you this little stream, and there's looks like dog tracks and some deer tracks, and I'm going to check it out just a little bit. I don't want to get sidetracked from finding Bigfoot by, ouch, wow, man, bars are sharp over in here, by a gray squirrel or something. Alright, I'm crossing. I don't know what that was, so just bear with me. I hate the shaky camera, I know, but I don't know what it was. I'm going to check the back part of this stream, and then I'll turn the camera on and go, right there it went again. I've seen it again. It's bound to be a squirrel or something. Fox, maybe a fox, I don't know. I'd call it Bigfoot's lunch if he can catch it. I still hear it moving around. There it comes. It's squirrels playing. There they go. That one is almost white, look like. Man, they're big. They're healthy. They're eating good. Okay, now I know it ain't something that's going to eat me up, so I'm going to go back and look at the creek. Yeah, watch them. There they go. They act like I'm not even here. What are you doing, squirrel? Oh, gee. Wow. Okay, I'm back at the lower part of this stream, a little stream that comes through here. It goes into feeds the creek. And I don't know, right there looks like something old has been through there. I don't know. But I'm going to try to go through here and not get attacked by these squirrels. I thought they was going to run over me. Now this is slightly interesting. This is right where the squirrels was. And this tree has just fell over, looks like. Now maybe it could be wind, but we've not had no storms in a while. I'm going to keep looking. That may be something interesting right here. Let me circle around till I get in behind that. I'm going up under a deadfall, which I would not recommend to anybody. And also I'm going to show you this. Here's some more stream, wet, moisture like stuff. That means where it runs into the creek. So I'll look down in there in a little bit, see if I can find a track. But I want to check this out right here. This deadfall. I guess it's a deadfall. I don't know. Could be a Bigfoot fall, I guess. But I just went up under a deadfall. Don't you guys ever do that? I'm gonna walk back this way a little bit. I don't know. The ground's really hard in here, so I don't know. Ouch. Man, the briars are really sharp in here. Or briars, or whatever you want to say it. I don't know. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna trek on down this way, maybe. There's our good buddy, a turtle. He's actually alive, not like the one I found before. It'd been eaten. This is a real muddy-like area. A lot of water in it. I'm just kind of looking around for some tracks. Looks like somebody's been in here with a four-wheeler recently. Looks like a turkey track. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I don't want to get out here and sink up. And I don't know what people would have been doing back over in here, but there's some tracks over there. But it's just it's probably people. But no, they didn't get out over in that. That's just too soft. And so you can see, this is really right at the edge of the mountain. I've not actually really found anything I would definitely say has been Bigfoot related. Or if it was something that was old. I want to walk back down this little trail and see them look like maybe a shoe track, boot track or something. There's no definition of toes or anything. It's kind of a little path out that way, but could be deer or something. But when it comes to this person that has actually seen this Bigfoot this morning, he didn't really know that I'd done Bigfoot and stuff. He's my neighbor, but I never did actually talk to him about it. But where he seen it, it kind of frightened him. So he called my dad. Because my dad, he comes over to the house a lot. Well, maybe not a lot. He comes over to the house and talks to my dad some and prays and stuff like that. But he didn't know nothing about that I did Bigfoot stuff. I was telling him a little bit about it. And he told me, he said that you're kind of afraid to tell anybody because people think you're crazy. I told him I knew all about that. But there's no way. I've known him my whole life. There's no way he just made this story up or nothing like that. And I know in this area, actually where he said the Bigfoot ran to, the people have a lot of dogs up in there, and I know they bark a lot. And I've heard some weird sounds back in that way. And I had a report of some odd sounds being heard back in that area, and actually a Bigfoot sighting back, I don't know, probably 20 years ago on that side. But I'm going to ease through here and see if I can find any evidence of where this thing crossed. It had to come from this side of the mountain. I mean, just ouch, briars. Just about have to guarantee it did. Because there's no other place it could have came from. Now, if I find anything significant, I'll holler at you. Now, get off of me, bug. Now, right up in there is some cliffs. It's kind of a pretty good overhang. It could possibly be an old mine. I know there's one on this side somewhere. That could be where it came from. But I'm gonna continue looking and see if I can find maybe where it crossed. It's gotta, I'd love to find out where it come across it. Talk to you later. Okay, I've hiked on that side of the creek, and now I'm back on the road side where the railroad and the road is, and I'm gonna look through this little sparsel woods,
in between the railroad track and the creek. See if I can find any tracks or any real evidence. I didn't really find a whole lot. 100% believe the guy's story. Don't think he would lie at all. Plus he's told me a little bit about it. I went over and talked to him, and he's going to do an interview with me. He's got real bad allergies, so it'll probably be tomorrow, and he's got to be gone tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow evening or the next day. But I'm going to see if I can find anything else. I have potentially found something, and now this would be the little area right before it crossed the road. And as you can see, people have been back here in the past and camped out, and I don't know, just probably come around and smoke dope or whatever they want to do. But now that's an X. Whether somebody, a human put it there or Bigfoot, I don't know. But it did make an X, and it's not fell over trees. It's been you can see it's been placed in the fork there. The ground's real hard and rocky, so there's probably not any tracks, but I'm gonna look around. So pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't know how fresh it is or whatever, but it's definitely been placed in there. It ain't it's definitely, it ain't just fell in there naturally. So I'm gonna poke around a little bit, see what I can find. I thought I'd better film the back of this. That looks like it's been, split in two. Makes me wonder if a human could do it with their hands. They might be able to do it with maybe with a little axe or something like that, but that's a little bit more of the mystery. Okay, I'm back into the creek. There was a couple of trails that I'd seen. I wanted to check them out. It looks like they're either deer trails or maybe some kind of other varmint, dog or coyote or something like that. But at least the water's warm. I wish I could find where that thing come across that. And I'm gonna keep looking. Talk to you later. Now see, there's somebody's minnow bucket. They keep minnows in the creek, or minnows as the northern folk call them. But I wonder if Bigfoot would come and get stuff like that. That would be an easy meal. But I'm almost back home actually. This is so close that I walked down here. That's the dogs coming from that direction that you hear barking are actually some of our dogs. I'll have to keep a watchful eye out the next little bit. Oh, my back. Walking on these rocks is about destroying my back, even though my back's in bad shape anyway. I wished I had some more game cams to put up, but I just can't afford any right now. Alright, heading toward the house. Now that Bigfoot ran right over and about that area right there toward that peak. And once you get back there, you can go a long ways. But hopefully it'll come back through, or somebody else will see it here in the next little bit. I'll see you later.